Hi, everybody. It's Bob from Be Graceful with 2Ls.com. And I wanted to get on here this evening as the sun's going down. We're watching a really beautiful sunset out here on the deck and just share with you something that I had shared a little bit earlier, but I kind of want to go into a little bit more detail. And this is called the power of one simple word. That word is believe. You know, what you believe will determine whether you have a life or whether you have an existence. And I'll tell you the way two different spiritual teachers looked at that, okay? One spiritual teacher was walking down the road one day, and his disciples, his students, were like all worried about who would have a higher place in his kingdom and who was more special to him and who looked better and all of this. They believed that all those things were super important. And that spiritual teacher, who was an out-of-work, unemployed Jewish carpenter, turned around and said, "Look at the birds in the air. Look at the lilies of the field. Do you see them worry? Do you see them scared? Do you see them thinking about the future and having anxiety? Or do you see them living in this moment?" Another spiritual teacher was with some of his disciples, and as they sat around and they meditated and they talked and what have you, the farmer came running up to them. And this farmer said, "Have you seen my cows?" And he was all worried about his cows. He was all anxious about his cows. And this spiritual teacher, who had been a prince and left everything behind to become a pauper, to go to the kingdom within and find himself, said, "I can honestly say that we have not seen your cows." And as the farmer left all in dismay and all stressed out over where his cows were, that spiritual teacher looked at his students, his disciples, and said, "Now, aren't you glad you don't have any cows?" What does this teach us about the word believe? Real simple. What you believe is important in life is what will determine whether you have a life or an existence. And at Be Graceful, we teach that what really matters is our love for one another, our compassion for each other, and our desire to be connected to the unified oneness that unites all of us, and to realize that we are all divine. We are all divine, and we are divinely connected. I hope this resonates with you. I really do, and I hope you'll check us out. Be Graceful with 2Ls.com. We've got an Instagram page. We've got a Facebook page. There's a website. And I do speaking engagements anytime and any place, either by Zoom or going to that location. And if you've got 5 people who just want to sit around, get a cup of coffee, and talk about spiritual things or whatever, let me know, because I would love to come join y'all, whether it be by Zoom or whether it be in person, and talk about the things that have radically altered the path of my life for the better. Love you guys. We'll chat soon.